And I found some stuff. Actually, we found some stuff. I have two partners in crime, let's say, that helped me sort of figure out what items we could bring to the table today and offer discounts that would only be for you. They're elusive, they're exclusive. That's right. Now, even though I'm feeling like you know, I'm sort of going behind the scenes. Let's put it that way. I'm going behind the man, let's say. But the people that help me, don't you worry. One of them is the big kahuna at Madame So. That's right. The CEO himself was helping me figure this out. But it is a secret between the three of us. Nobody knows how we're doing this. And you, my friends, get to benefit from all this deception. I feel like a Netflix special or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm watching too much TV. Anyway, it's pretty cool. So I'm going to give you a discount code, and it's going to be 50% off the items that I'm going to show you today. As we go through this, I'm going to reiterate that it is only for the items that I'm going to show you. And that includes, let's say I show you something that comes in 3 colors, but I'm only showing you the one color. The discount code will only apply to that one color. Same for sizes and what have you. But I'm going to I'll be very straightforward. I'll tell you that as we go along. The way that we're going to start is I'm going to show you the screen so you know how to add something to the cart and how you know how to apply the discount code. I suppose I'll give you the discount code right now. All right. It is Live 16, LIVE 16, Live 16. And that's going to be for 50% off the items that I'm going to show you today. And it's good until midnight. Today is November 29th, so good until midnight today, November 29th, Eastern Standard Time. Okay, I'll talk about that again, so you don't have to write anything down. Okay, now let me show you. Sorry, I'm going to bring you to my screen. Oh my! All right. All right, so here's my screen. As you can see, it's divided into 3 parts. All the way on the left, we have the items that I'm going to show you, and those are the items that are valid for the discount code Live 16. In the middle, that's going to be me telling you stuff. And then all the way on the right is live comments, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to add something to your cart. So, what the heck? Join now. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. So I'm hovering over the Get the Sewing Going kit. It says add to cart. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, add to cart. All right. Now, if you scroll down, that's showing you the item that I just clicked on. If you scroll down, though, you will see add to cart on a black band. I'm going to go ahead and click that. And then now you see it's added to the cart. I have 2 there, yes, because I already had one in my cart. So if I want to check out, I'm going to go ahead and click that. Okay, it's showing what is in my cart. I'm just going to get rid of one real quick for the moment. Your cart is empty. How is that? How is that possible, folks? Okay, I'm going to click on it again. Add to cart. Add to cart. Cart, I'm going to check out. There you go. 1. All right. If you see all the way down on the bottom, this is showing me what's in my cart. But if you look all the way down to the bottom here, check out. Going to go ahead and click that, check out. And now it has transported me to Madame So proper for the actual checkout. This is divided into 2 screens. You see on the left is, oh no, sorry. I'm going to hit proceed to checkout. You can see it in the black band there. Now we have the 2 screens. On the left, you have your contact information. There'll be shipping, and that will bring you to payment. But we're going to concentrate here on the right, okay? So on the right, I'm going to put in Live 16, okay? Now Live 16 has already been applied. I'm going to hit apply to see what happens. Yeah, okay, so it was $104.99. Sorry, I must have it's got the test going on there. So it says live 16. I already put that in, and it adjusted my price from $104.99 to $52.50. So that is where you want to put in the live 16. All right, and that applies to anything that we're going to talk about today. So let me just backtrack here. Great. Cool. You know what? I'm gonna start talking, I think. Wait a minute now. Okay. Let me get me back. All right. So I'll just tell you real quick that if you're interested in, let's say, Christmas gifts, holiday gifts, you have until December 15th is the last time to order to get it in time for the holidays. All right. So I'll say that again as we go forward, but I just wanted you to know that. All right. So let's start. Yeah. All right. Our first item up is these metal, you see that, right? They're metal curtain and quilt hangers, okay? Clips, basically. Let me just show you what those are. These are a beautiful color. They come 20 per box. You see that? They come 20 per box. They fit a 1-inch dowel, so a 1-inch rod will fit very comfortably in here. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Here's the little clip. Now, it says in the description that this clip opens to 1/4 of an inch, but I've been using them, and I've been squeezing a lot into these clips, and I'm just going to show you that it says 1/4, but this one is almost, can you see that? It's almost at 1/2. It's definitely 3/8. Absolutely 3/8. So it's pretty generous in terms of what you want to clip. They are made of, hold on, where am I? They're rust resistant and electroplated, which is really nice. But I'm going to show you, I hung something up today right there. Just want to make sure that you can kind of see. Yeah. All right, that's cool. So I'm going to go over there real quick. Hey all, it's me. Oh my God, this is so funny. Oh, I got an idea. Hold on, let me get a sock. Yeah, I feel like I should be doing a puppet show or something. Yeah, let me get my sock. Hi, boys and girls. Time to buy some quilt clips. Hey, Fontaine, get up here. Well, that was kind of silly. But anyway, so here are the clips. I've hung a quilt here. It says that each clip holds up to 3 pounds, but honestly, I hung a curtain, a really wide curtain. It was over 17 feet. So 17 feet by about 3 feet high. And I hung that with these clips. It definitely held without a problem. So it says 3 pounds per clip, but I think, feel it out and see what you think. I set them about 8 inches apart. And on my curtain that's 17 feet wide, it kind of has a really nice drape, kind of like that. So what you want to do is just set them apart, so you get the feel that you want, either a nice drape, or if you're doing a quilt, perhaps you want it really, really straight like that. And then it's just a matter of how you want to space them. Okay, so let me get back to my perch. And I'm back. So this is the bronze, all right? So the bronze clips, 20 per box, those are the ones that are going to be 50% off with Live 16, all right? Pretty cool, right? Let me see what else is going on today. I'm going to put those aside. Oh, this is kind of fun. Now we're going to talk about open ring snap buttons. So here is our snap button. Unfortunately, this little case here is sold out at the moment. But that's what happens with Elusive exclusives. I guarantee we're going to run out of stuff or sell out of stuff during this live stream. That's right. But anyway, this one is sold out. However, I do want to talk about the pliers or the tool to get this done. All right. In my mind, this is one of the best deals of the day. And after I'm done the demo, I'll fill you in why. Because I recently had a pretty crazy experience hunting these down. So I'll tell you all about it after I do this demo. Right now, though, I want you to see what's going on here. Whoops. I think you can see that pretty well. Yeah, cool. Great. So the snaps come. These are the actual snap part that you're going to see. Okay, they come in different colors or silver or gold or whatever you have. And they've got these little claws on the back. All right, so we're going to use that. You're going to need like 2 of those, one for the front, one for the back. Then you have a female part that simply has, can you see that? That's right, that's the female part. We're going to use one of those. And then the male part, that's not sexist or anything, right? That's how people still refer to these things. How come I can't show it to you? That's so weird. There you go. All right, that's the male part. Now, what I'm going to do today is I have this pocket here. See, it's got a flap. And I just cut the pocket off of a shirt. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little button here so that it stays closed. I've got my pliers or tools. So I'm going to go ahead and put one of the rings here, and that's going to be the front. That's sort of what you would see the decorative part. So when it's closed, that's what you're actually going to see. So I'm using a light blue on there. And then I'm going to do the female part. Cool. Yeah. Female part there. And now it's really simple. All I'm going to do, all right, that's all ready to go. All I'm going to do is put it right where I want it. And that is right here. Yeah. And then clamp down like that. Boom. The other thing I'm going to show you, this is not necessary, but this little tool, that comes with the pliers. So it has a blunt end here and a concave end there, right? So I'm going to use that, and I'm just going to pound it. Again, I don't think you need to do this, but what the hey, right? I have the tools. Oh, by the way, if you ever see, I got this. I don't know if you have Ocean State Odd Lot or something like that in your area, but that's where I found this little hammer. It was like $3 or $4, and I use it all the time, and I keep it in my my sewing toolkit for when I'm doing snaps or grommets or anything like that. I think it's really cool, right? For $3 or $4. So look for your Ocean State. All right. So by the way, this I just happen to have in my studio, but you don't need to use this. You can use like a quarter. I'll use a quarter next time. You can use a quarter to do your pounding. Easy. So I've got the top of the snap on, right? And now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And what that does is it gives a little impression of where I want to put the male part. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the pliers. Everything is looking cool and groovy, right? And now I can kind of see, because I've left an impression there, I can see where I want this to go. And so here we go. Man, I am a brute. I don't look it, right? But I am a brute. I can squeeze those pliers like nobody's business. All right, so this time I'm going to go ahead and use the quarter. Right. So I've got that underneath there. I'm going to use the concave part of my little pounding mechanism right there. Boom, boom, boom. And that's done. So isn't this kind of cute and clever, right? You put stuff in your pocket, never falls out. Got it snapped. Now I got it open. Oh, by the way, the snap is going to be really tight at first, but that's because you've just sort of everything is compressed at the moment, and you want it to be tight. You don't want it to be loosey goosey the moment that you put it on, right? There's no room to grow. So you know what? I think this is pretty cool. Look, what an idea! Old shirts, right? Old pants. Just cut the pocket out if it's intact, and make a little. You know what? I'm going to keep this in my bag, and I'm going to put all my receipts in here. How about that? Um, this is really kind of cute. So when I go to the groomer for my dog, they give us these little scarves, right? So my little pup was walking around Thanksgiving with the family with this thing on, and it was kind of ripping off, or the knot would untie or whatever. So I went ahead and put a little snaps on it. That's right. So now this goes around her neck, and it's snapped shut, and she can be styling for Thanksgiving. Oh, so now let me tell you real quickly about these things. So here's one of the reasons why I think this is such a good deal. This is such a good deal, and it's a must. Recently, I had lost mine. I'm not proud of it. I had lost mine, okay? And I had to go out and find them. So here's the thing. They tell you that you need pliers that are for 3/8, okay? Which is size 15, which is 10 millimeter. When you go to find these things, they usually come with adapters for different sizes, and it doesn't always say 3/8. So I was bringing my little snap rings to make sure that it fit, but they're in packaging already. So there's that. These, fit our open ring snaps at 3/8. That's one thing. Secondly, price wise, you know what I paid for? I paid 17 plus for these things, right? Today we're offering them, okay? The selling price for these is $849. It goes further, but 50% off with Live 16. You're getting them today for $425. So you're getting something for $425 that I paid over $17 for just 2 weeks ago. Keep that in mind. And I'll tell you how many we have left. We have 9 of these in stock. So I'm pretty sure this is something that's going to sell out today. All right. Because $425. So I think that's pretty cool. Get on it. And then as soon as the snap rings come back, buy yourself some snap rings and go to town. All right. So far, so good. Let me just see if... what's going on here? All right, that's all good. That's all good. Time-wise, I'm doing good. See that? I guarantee you, we already sold out. You guys are like on the move. You're clicking and clacking, putting these things in your cart. Thank you. That's awesome. I'm glad that this is kind of working out. All right, QSBs, quilt storage bags. That's what we're talking about next. We've got somewhat of an exclusive here. These things are probably on the site, but we're giving you the 50% off. Let me just show you. I've already put them. Can you see that? Yeah, right. All right, cool. Let's talk about this baby first. That is called the Large Slim, okay? The Large Slim. So Large Slim, the size is 27.5, okay, wide by 20 deep, let's say, by 8 inches high. Now, the 8-inch high thing is really good because both of these are 8 inches high, but that was a very particular kind of size that we were after, because this size is sort of the highest you can go, let's say, or the deepest you can go, and still fit under most beds. Now, of course, if you've got, an old style high rise, of course it's going to fit even higher than this. But if you've got like a mid-century modern bed, it might not fit. However, at 8 inches, this does fit under most beds. All right. So the Large Slim, as I said, 27.5 by 20 by 8 high. And I can tell you what I actually have, what this one fits. This one is fitting 2 king-size quilts, 2 king-size quilts, 1 twin faux fur throw, okay, 1 twin duvet cover, and 1 king throw. So that's quite a bit. It's still, it's not full to bursting. So I suppose you could probably fit something else in there or one more, but that's pretty healthy, don't you think? I think that's pretty healthy. So that, let me give you the price on that so that you know. The large slim, $22.99, which means Live 16 at 50% off, you're getting it for $11.50. $11.50 for the large slim QSB. Also comes in two colors. You're looking at the turquoise, which I've already filled up for you, and now the periwinkle. Yeah, the soft periwinkle I think is very refreshing and soothing and meditative, and then the turquoise sort of gives you a little boost. So that's pretty cool, right? So now I'm going to show you the standard size in three colors, and then we'll talk about the benefits for all of our quilt storage bags. So the standard size, which you see on top here, this is in fir green, so it's fir tree green. That size is 22, so it's 22 by 15 on the side, 15 by 8 high. This one has a twin size faux fur. It has two twin size quilts, and then two twin duvet covers. So that's fitting quite a bit too, don't you think? And let me show you the colors that the standard comes in. Almost fell off my chair. Comes in the fir tree green that you see up here. Also comes in snowfall white, it's pretty, and then hollyberry red. So these, which are usually $19.99, are $10 today. So $10. These colors are probably going to sell out as well. We have of the green, we have 46. Of the red, we have 34. And of the white, we only have 9. So yeah, I think these are going to do really well today. I'm very, very happy that that Madame So agreed to get these in this show today at $10 each. I think it's pretty cool. So let me just tell you a little bit about the features and benefits. Yeah, cool. So features and benefits. They're made out of a very lightweight, breathable fabric. What it reminds me of is, I don't know if you can see really, there's kind of like a grid design in there. And back when I was a kid, well, not a kid, I was maybe a teenager or something, we wore a lot of parachute pants, parachute windbreakers. It almost kind of feels like, hey, Sarah B, you got to run? Sarah, you cutting out? I can't believe it, Sarah B. But thanks for popping in anyway and getting the discount code. Now you have until midnight to use it for whatever's left. All right, so breathable fabric, lightweight. Then it's also, we have a front window, which you can see here, that sort of shows you at a glance what you've packed into it. Yeah. We have durable two-way zippers. It says two-way zipper, but maybe it's actually two zippers. You see, comes from either side. So we got that. Let's just have them meet in the middle, don't you think? So two durable zippers. And then on the side, I'll go ahead and turn this. We have reinforced handles, and they can carry some weight, believe me. I'm going to demos. I'm going to someone's house. Like when I go to my parents' house, that's why I don't have real quilts today, because I sent all my quilts to my parents' house for the holidays, because I thought it'd be really nice to put quilts on all the beds for my family. These are family heirloom quilts we've had, since my great grandmother. So I just thought that would be a nice touch for the holiday. So I did that anyway. What else? Oh, and they fit under a bed. So I've told you everything I need to tell you about these, including the price. So those are our quilt storage bags. In the large slim, we have it in turquoise and periwinkle. And then in the standard size, we have green, white, and red. So have at it, folks. I see. That's really cool. So yeah, MJ and a bunch of someones are buying one of each. And my guess is you're probably using it as a present, like a holiday present or something. I think that's a really, really good idea. I think that's lovely. I would really appreciate that if someone thought of me that way. Let's see, where are we going next? Although I'm going to check. All right. We're doing well, man. We are doing well. So next we have, all right, it's a ruler, okay? It's a 6x6 ruler. I'm going to tell you stuff about this already. It's a non-slip, so you can sort of see, well, you can vaguely see, is it better on this side? You can vaguely see that the inch frame around the whole thing, that is what has the non-slip. So it's got a little bit of tack, a little bit of tooth on it, so that when it's on the fabric, it'll stay in place and not really slide around. So there's that. Then it's transparent, as you see, with thin black lines on it. The measurements go, so each inch is divided into eighths, then quarters, then halves, then of course the inch. And you got 6 inches on every border. The thin black lines are awesome, but you also have these angle lines. So you have a 30 degree, 45, and 60 degree angle here. So I'm just going to show you, I've got my, someone's asking me something, but I'm not sure what it means exactly. All right, so I'm going to show you here. What's really great about this is I used to use, let me see if I can show you. Before I got the 6x6, I used the 6x12, and what I would do is on a fabric, here's a fabric, with the 6x12 on the fabric, what I would do is cut 3 sides, 1, 2, 3, and then I would fit it and cut the 4th side. But when you have a 6x6, you can just do it at a glance, like once. You see what I'm saying? And with a rotating cutting mat, it is so easy. So let me just show you then. Yeah, that's ready to go. Let me just show you how easy. So without much problem, cut, whoops, cut, and cut. There you go. Easy, easy peasy. And this had some stabilizer on the back, so I was cutting through two layers there, which is kind of nice. But you know what's really cool about this is if you're doing quilting or if you're doing a project where you need to cut multiples of something, then of course I'm just doing 2 layers here, but I just want to show you how easy, you know, and how what a time saver this can be. See that? Awesome. 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 So I just did 2 layers, but really it's kind of up to you and the fabric you're working with. You could probably do up to 4 layers of this one for sure. But yeah, isn't that, it's a pretty cool time saver, don't you think? And then this also has like the little hanging hole here. So if you want to hang your ruler, you can. If not, you can put a little piece of ribbon or something. So if you're going to a class, everybody knows that this one will belong to you. All right. So the 6x6, which I love, is usually $11.49. However, today, 50% off with the Live 16, you get it for $5.75. So $5.75. Yeah. Who did that? Someone's throwing up a face like this. My sentiments exactly. Pretty amazing. Oh God, I love that. Yeah, I think these rulers are really, really great. I use them all the time, by the way. Let me just see what I have next. And man, you guys are going crazy today. Wow. Yeah, if you keep this up, we're definitely selling out of stuff. We're definitely selling out of stuff. Okay, so that takes care of the ruler. Now we get into safety gloves. Yeah, safety gloves. All right. What's cool? I'm going to put that one on. But all right, so here you go. Safety gloves. All right. Basically, this is an extra layer of protection between you versus the cutter. You versus the blade. It's an extra layer of protection. It says they're made out of a rubber material that grips the fabric, and I can kind of see that. I'm going to try to show you closely. You see the little white. This is definitely, you see, it has stretch, and it feels very much like fabric. It just feels like a fabric. It doesn't feel like rubber, but I can sense and I can feel that there is. So I think either the pink or the white is rubberized, let's say. And so yeah, if you're working with, if you have these on as opposed to a regular glove that would sort of slide across the fabric, you will be able to work with your fabric and manipulate it in the sense of you can turn a hem, you can move it around as needed. So the rubberized part does sort of help with that. They're machine washable, which is nice. They come in two sizes, medium and small, and they come in two colors, pink and yellow. So for the medium size, I'm gonna get to the cutting board in a second, but the medium size, we do have both pink and yellow. In the small size, the pink already sold out, but we have the yellow. So in the small size, we do have the yellow, and I just want to show you. Let me see the best way to do this. Just kind of want to show you the size differentiation. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So look, the pink is medium and the yellow is small. So if I put them side by side, I'm going to put the larger one in the back. You can sort of see that. You can sort of see there a little bit. You can see the length is a little bit longer, and you can't necessarily tell right now, but the actual wrist part is a little bit wider as well. So that's the size differentiation. If you have a small hand, then go ahead and get the small, but I think medium is the size that most people are using. So I'm just going to show you real quickly. You see, I'll just get a piece of fabric here, which is kind of not that important. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put one of these on. All right. Oh, wrong. I'm right-handed, so usually I suppose you do get two, and they're kind of the same. So each glove, even though you're getting two, each glove will fit on either hand. So if you're only going to use it on your left hand, you have two opportunities to do that if one should wear out or something like that. But I'm going to go ahead and do this now. Okay, so I've got that on, and let's say I'm cutting something, right? So I just kind of want most of the accidents or mishaps that happen with a rotary cutter and while you're cutting, it is when your fingers get in the way, when your fingers are off of the ruler and in direct way of the cutter, and that's how most of the mishaps with a rotary cutter. That's how it happens. So here, mainly, of course, you want to keep your fingers away from the edge. However, if that should happen, well, first I want to show you. Look. All right, so there, I'm going to go even easier. All right, so even perhaps I went too easy, but I just wanted to show you if I'm cutting, right, and my fingers slip off the edge, nothing. And I'm doing as heavy as I did to cut the actual fabric. So I'll even go one step further. I'm just going to put that here. You see, cutting across, nothing, doesn't rip threads. You can't even see a line in there. Fingers, boop, 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 nothing. So they work, man, and they're machine washable. So if you value your digits, you might want to check out these safety gloves in medium or small. The medium in pink or yellow, and the small in yellow. Let me give you the pricing structure on these. They're usually $15.49. With the Live 16, 50% off, you get it for $7.75. And that discount code is valid from now until midnight. Today is November 29th. So until midnight, November 29th, Eastern Standard Time. Go ahead and use Live 16 and take advantage of these incredible offers. Now we are going to a sewing machine cover. Rosemary is asking, I actually see, you know what, Rosemary? There's extra rubber, which is almost like an elastic in this extra rubber in this part, which is the elastic that helps grip on your wrist. This part is the same inside and out. So here's the outside. Here's the inside. So it is the same. But you know, as I said, it just feels like fabric, honestly, when it doesn't feel like my hands are on rubber. What is Alice? Alice. The discount code is LIVE16, LIVE16. Happy to give it to you. Now go use it. So I hope that answers your question, Rosemary. Yeah? All right, I'm going to move on to the, you know, I've got an opinion about this for sure. All right, so here we have, I'm trying to think, it's the best way to do this. I'm just going to have to show it to you in bits and pieces. So here is the sewing machine cover. All right. Let me give you a size on that. It's 17 by 13 high by 8. All right. It's pretty substantial. It's kind of boxy, which I like. It says it's made out of thick polyester, but I can tell you this feels like, it almost feels like a canvas or like some sort of raincoat material. There is like a vinyl inside that lines it. It's probably a polyester, but I think it's very handsome, and I think it's really, really good and pretty exceptional, and I'll show you why afterwards. But let's talk about the features. It comes with 3 pockets. So there are 2, and here's, well, you see the front. Here is the side pocket. Right, it goes the whole length, so it's 17 wide, goes the whole length. I'm keeping, you know, you can keep your manual in there, which I believe I have a manual. Yeah, manual. Oh, manual. This one is in Spanish, so I speak a little Spanish in my free time. You know, no, it's not true. It's the only manual I had available. So there's that. I keep some patterns in there. These are for some crazy dolls that I make and share with people. So. Yeah, the side pocket is good for anything like that. Anything that's sort of flat. There you go. Then it has 2 end pockets. This one is holding, you know, I've got ruler, scissors. You can see that, right? Yeah, it's got rulers, scissors, all that kind of stuff. Pretty awesome. And then the other one is where I keep my, yeah, so I've got my pedal. Yeah, I've got my pedal and my power cord in there. And then this is my power cord for my sewing machine light skirt. So all of that's pretty handy. Now it doesn't have a hole in the top for your handle. However, there's enough room in the top that I do carry this around. See that? I just pull the handle up and grab it. So I don't particularly need a hole. Maybe on your machine, that might be detrimental, but not for me. So I really like this. I think it's very durable, very handsome. And now I'm going to show you why I'm so impressed by this. Most machine, I just got a new machine. I didn't realize, let me just see what I'm after here. Yeah, I got that. This is what I want to show you. This is actually, I think, kind of criminal in my mind. Okay, just bought a new machine, right? And then I realized, I also demo a lot of machines, right? And so I'm finding that these days, They want to give you a sewing machine, different brands. They want to give you a sewing machine at a good price, right? So they're starting to scale down on things. You know that little screwdriver to change your needle, to change your presser foot? Some of those don't even give you a nice screwdriver. They give you a little piece of metal with a blunt end, and that's what you're supposed to use. Some of them don't even give you a decent caddy. You know, the caddy that folds down, that's where you keep your, like, button presser foot, your seam ripper, what have you, extra bobbins. Some of those are so tiny you can't even fit stork scissors in there. But the kicker was the sewing machine. Oh, manuals. They don't give you manuals anymore. You got to go online. Check that out. And if you want to, print it out. A lot of them don't give you manuals. But here's the kicker, really. The sewing machine cover. I'm not gonna say what brand. I don't like to tell tales out of school, point fingers, make anybody feel bad. I don't like to do that. But I gotta show you this. This is the sewing machine cover that I got with my brand new machine. Okay? It's about as thick as saran wrap. I mean, this is what, when you go to the hospital, this is what a hospital gown, or those crazy shorts, fake underwear they give you to wear. That's what this is made out of. That's what they call a sewing machine cover these days. So I think this one is amazing, right? All things considered, that one's amazing. So let me tell you the price on that. By the way, it's only the gray. Okay, so the gray is the one that's going to be 50% off. They're usually $22.99. Today, $11.50. So $11.50 for a really smart looking, durable sewing machine cover. All right. Isn't that funny? So let's see what's happening there before I move on. Yeah, I think we're good. You guys are eating this stuff up. I love it. Oh, this is so cute. This next one, adorable. So we're going to talk about, it's a wrist pin cushion. It's a magnetic wrist pin cushion. I want to show you what they look like. So this is what you get. Aren't they cute? They're very vibrant. They're very fun. The design is really, really cool. So you get this, and this is how you put it together. This is what's so adorable. All right. Here's the wrist strap. Okay. Here's the wrist strap, and that is the actual pin cushion. Now, I'm going to tell you the brilliant design, the very, very clever design of this. Might look kind of random at the moment, but when I explain to you how cool this is, I think you're going to like it. So here's the wristband, right? All right, so what I want to do then, there's a little space in the back. I'm just going to go ahead and put that, get that in place, and there you have it. And now, oh my God, if you're like me, what I'm going to do next is just going to it's going to like nostalgia, time warp. Look at it. Boom. That's right. It's a slap wristband. Yeah. And it's just so cool looking. My nephew was hanging out in my studio while I was working the other day, and he saw these, and he was kind of playing with them. And I told him, it was a new smartphone. No, Apple phone. I told him it was a new Apple phone. And then I was cracking up, like watching him try to figure out how it works. Yeah, so wrap this up, give it to a niece or a nephew. Tell them it's an iPhone. Tell them it's an Apple phone, an Apple wristwatch. So here you go. I've loaded this up with pins, all right? And this is kind of what I want to show you. Hold on, let me just get that on. So this is what I want to show you. The concave thing with the little magnet in the middle, you can load this up with pins, but look, they're all at the ready. They rest at the ready, okay? With the heads all the way up there and the pointing part down. So as you're working, you don't have to, they're not haphazard, let's say. They're all ready to go. Just reach and ready to go. And that, in my opinion, is the very clever design of this concave with the little magnet in the middle. So there's some sort of structure, and it's just easier to work this way than another kind of magnetic pin cushion that sort of holds them all mixed and matched and at different angles and all that kind of stuff. So I actually think this is really good. When you hear the price, you're going to be like, yeah, I think maybe I'll try it. Because they're usually $9.99, which means today with Live 16, $5. 50% off, $5. And it comes in. All of these are available, by the way. You got the purple, You got the yellow and pink. Pretty nice, right? Very poppy. Very yeah, very poppy, very modern, very fun. So there you go. Have at it, folks. Oh, by the way, great stocking stuffer, right? I mean, pretty cool stocking stuffer. If you're having a little dinner with your sewing club, just put one in every place setting. I think that's pretty nice. And as I said, the Christmas orders, you have until December 15th is the last day to get it in time for the holidays. So something to keep in mind, right? $5 for this very, very clever, very, very clever pin cushion. Phew. Let me see where we're on our last item for today. And this is, this one is a kicker. All right. We are definitely going to sell out of this one. And if we don't, I'm going to eat my hat. Well, I'm going to make a hat out of lasagna and then I'm going to eat it. We have the Get the Sewing Going gift box. All right. There are 13 items in here, which I'm going to show you really quickly. So I'm going to pull them out and show them to you. Here we go. All right. So what we have is, look at these. These are gold handled shears. They're 9.5 long with a blade of 4. Okay. Blade of 4 inches. It's got an extremely tight nut and bolt here. And what's really important about that is you want that as tight as possible so that when the blades close, they're rubbing against each other as tightly as possible. So you get the most concise, precise cut that you can. Also, that's a very generous kind of blade, the 4 inches. So even if you're kind of lazy and you don't open all the way, you'll get at least 3.5 per slice, per cut out of this. These, you also, of course, they have the classic offset handle so that you can cut as squarely as possible when you're going along your table. All of those things are awesome. I have adopted these as my special shears that no one else can use except me. So you've got those. We also have shears, pinking shears. Minimizes fraying. Of course, you all know that. You only want to use them for fabric, just like your regular shears or your special shears. If you're going to use these for paper, a lot of people use them for craft paper because of this really cool cut. Jagged zigzag cut. But if you do that, then just buy 2 pair. Use one for crafts and one only for fabric, so that they stay as sharp longer, as sharp for as long as possible. We also have my favorite. Love these things. Cute as a button. Classic Stork scissors. These are 4.5 inches. They've got this place for your finger if should you need it. And I'm just going to tell the origin story that I tell. These have been around since the 1800s. They were actually invented by midwives. So midwives used these little scissors to cut the umbilical cord of the newborns. And one of these brilliant midwives decided, let's make it in the shape of a stork. Now, that kind of whimsy, it just warms my heart. I love these so much. I keep them by my machine. This is what I use for snippers. So, I mean, classic stork scissors. So those are in here as well. We have a set of 4 seam rippers. And these are great because you can leave one by your couch if you're sewing or doing handwork on the couch, wherever. Just leave them wherever. You can never have too many of these, that's for sure. We have flower head pins, long flower head pins. This is a box of 200 pieces there. We've got clips, the sewing clips, a box of 50 multicolored. It's like a jewel box. 50 multicolored sewing clips. Opens to about 1/2 inch or slightly larger, with a flat side so that it doesn't interfere with your sewing as you're pushing through the machine. The other good thing about this is it has the flat side. So unlike a regular pin, when you're putting that in, it sort of bunches up the material and makes a mound. This will not have that, and they're easily removable as you push through your machine. So we've got that. We have glass head pins, and these are relatively short compared to the flower head pins. I just want to show you a size impression on. Oops, sorry, this is so brand new. It's got the tape on it still. Yeah, but you see the size on these is relatively small compared to, I guess I'll show you a flower head pin too, huh? Yeah. So there you go. Glass pin, flower head pin. Flower head pins are good so that they're easily recognizable. You know what I mean? Because of the brightly colored and larger head. So if you need that, if you're working on a huge expanse of material, maybe that's a good, especially if you're working toward the middle and not on the edges, then the pins are really good for you. We have also magnetic pin cushion, and I'm just going to show you real quick. So in addition to being a really cool pin cushion, easily accessible, if you have a spill, I'm just going to show you real quick. If you have a spill, you can also just do that really quickly and pick everything up. So it comes in handy, don't you think? Cool, we have that. We have a heat erasable fabric marker pen in red. We also have a yellow chalk marker with a dosing technology. So it's got this little jagged wheel, and that's what you make your line. This one brushes off. This one comes off with the heat of an iron. Cool. What else do we have? Oh, we have the measuring gauge, a sewing gauge. Comes in handy. Everyone sort of likes to keep this. Ryan, what are you so happy about? Ryan's like applauding. Yay! A measuring gauge. I'm glad you're excited, Ryan. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, retractable measuring tape. Yeah, man. Boop. I think this is 5 feet, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 5 feet, 60 inches. See, I can do math. I'm like Euclid. Isn't Euclid like the father of math or something? I'm not really sure. I'm not up on current events. But anyway, there you go. 60 inches, retractable. And finally, we've got this really cool, can never use this enough, the magnetic seam guide. All right, so that's 13 items in here. A couple things I want to mention. Yes, this is an amazing big ticket gift. If you want to give somebody this, it's a great big ticket gift. However, you can also separate it and use it, all of these, as multiple gifts. So you can do stocking stuffers. You can give somebody just the marking pens. You can give somebody else just the pin cushion with some pins. So it can come in handy and be really cost effective to sort of break up this kit into multiple gifts. The other thing I want to mention, now that we're getting towards the end, is in addition to the 50% off, there's a Cyber Monday deal going on where if you spend, let's say, $40, you get a free gift. If you spend $60, you get 2 free gifts. $80, 3 free gifts. And if you spend $100, you get an extra 20% off. The reason I'm bringing this up, this baby right here is usually $104.99, right? So with your 50% off, you're getting it for $52.50, right? That's 50% off. Buy 2, you're over 100, you're getting an extra 20% off. What a deal. What a deal. So anyway, that sort of concludes our gifts. I just want to tell you what's going on in Madame So real quickly. We have the big giveaway. So our last big giveaway for 2023 is currently running right now. I'm going to show you what the grand prize is. You have until midnight, December 15th, Eastern Standard Time to join, all right, to enter to win. This, my friends, is the grand prize, and that is a brand new Genome 4120 sewing machine. It's worth over $1,100. It has built-in stitches. It has alphabet fonts. It's got a very generous expansion table. It has a hard shell cover. It has numerous accessories, and it has a bonus 6-piece precision quilt kit. So check that out. Make sure you throw your hat in the ring for this amazing machine. That's going on. The winner will be announced via Facebook on December 16th. I'll be there. I'm the one that's going to tell you who won. What else we have? Our next show. Our next show is 2 weeks from now, December 13th. It is the Stocking Stuffer Show. That's right. So it's going to be, everything is extremely affordable, really, really great for stocking stuffers or multiple gifts. If you want to give the same thing to all of your sewing friends, to your sewing club, your book club, whatever, it's going to be a great time to do that. It's 2 days before the deadline for your holiday orders. And on that show, don't tell anybody, but we are going to preview a new product. All right, we're going to show it to you. It's going to be available for purchase, and this is before it goes on to madamsew.com. So that's going to be really special. And then lastly, madamsew.com. What's going on there? Cyber Monday. So in addition to everything that I showed you today and this Live 16 50% off discount code, check out Madam Sew in general, because they have this incredible Cyber Monday sale that's still going on. It has percentage off. I think it's around 20% off for different items. All of that is automatically applied in your cart. So you don't have a code for anything like that. It's already applied in your cart. However, all of those other things that I told you about, free gift, one free gift at $40, 2 free gifts at $60, 3 free gifts at $80, and an extra 20% off once you hit $100. So definitely check all that. Madam Sew has gone above and beyond this holiday season between Black Friday and now Cyber Monday. My head is spinning. So definitely check that out. I have just a couple minutes to reiterate how appreciative and how thankful Madam Sew is that you consider us a partner. That is why we're so generous of spirit. That is why Madam Sew takes such great pleasure in bringing these discounts to you, these offers to you, these promotions to you. We want to stay partners. We just love being part of your sewing journey, and we really take your feedback and your suggestions to heart, and that's what helps shape our offering, our whole catalog. So thank you so much. I'll see you in 2 weeks for the Stocking Stuffer Show. Make sure you enter to win the Genome 4120. And that's that, man. I'm seconds away from signing off, so I'm just going to do that. I just want to say have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Good luck to all who enter, okay? All right, bye now. That was a good one.